All right, folks. Long time no see, eh? If you're just part of my Dice Tower West recap video, we only got to just covering the Friday in that half an hour or so. So I'll continue that series next week. This week, part of the gameplay area here is we are going to be showing off the latest and greatest in one of my favorite card games, and probably my favorite card game of all time at this point. Ashes Reborn, the Red Rains expansion set, and we're going to be taking a look at the Blight of Neverset, just hot off the presses. It looked like that it arrived in my possession while I was at Dice Tower West. When I got home, there was a nice little package waiting for me, and I have to thank Nikki over at Plaid Hat Games for sending this my way to produce content for them and showing off gameplay videos on behalf of Plaid Hat Games. So thank you for sending this my way. Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to enjoy it because it's Ashes, and I am all in on Ashes Reborn at this point. So thank you, Nikki, for sending that my way. And a little bit of an update on that front too. I just got an email from Nikki over at Plaid Hat Games. Nikki's their marketing manager. And I now also have full access and got a complete review copy and full access to the new, just released today, Summoner Wars Online app, so that I will be doing some gameplay videos of playing Summoner Wars Online for them there. So I am looking forward to that one, because that is a game that I've also had my eye on. It doesn't have a solo mode to it, so you do need to play it against another player, and I think this is going to be a wonderful way to actually finally get to play that game. So watch out, because I am going to be doing some Summoner Wars Online videos for Plaid Hat Games now coming in the near future. And I have to welcome to the stream once again, Tyler and Vincent are joining me once again, and looks like we got a lot to catching up to do here. And it says Vincent here says, haven't played or even seen a game against Blight of Neverset, can't wait again. I was trying to look online, and I don't think that I've seen too many videos. I know I've maybe seen a couple. Was it Chaos Theory did a campaign against Blight of Neverset through Tabletop Simulator, not with the actual physical cards. That's probably the only series that I actually saw with Blight of Neverset, so but I don't really remember what's all going to happen and what are the cards here. You're asking me who I'm playing tonight. I have no idea yet. We'll get to that point in a little bit. Tyler says he's pre-ordered it and should be getting it at the beginning of April. Can't wait for you to get it. If I remember correctly from the Discord channel, I don't think you've even played against the Frostwild Scourge yet. Make sure you do that, because you've got a nice big collection here. He says up to 20 decks once this comes in April, including the items coming tomorrow. You may as well just, once you can find them, just get the other ones. He says, oh, okay. It says there are 10 decks that I don't have. I may or may not have quoted out what that cost is going to be. And yes, Vincent, Ryan and I are not surprised. It is a fantastic game. Everybody should be, who is like a card game fan. I guess I should stop saying everybody, but if you are a card game fan, you should definitely be checking out the world of Ashes Reborn, because man, oh man, is this thing so cool. So cool. And yes, Vincent, I do the fact too. Thank you, Nikki, as well. Getting to know them over there at Plaid Hat Games and creating some content for them has been an absolute joy, and I hope to continue working with them long into the years that this show actually exists. And Tyler says, I saw Danny post about that in Discord and downloaded the app. Yeah, so Tyler, if you let's talk afterwards. If you have get your username, and maybe we can play maybe we both can learn how to play Summoner Wars together and get that on the channel here, because that thing just looks, that game looks so cool. And Mr. Rau starting to be a big deal. Well, I hope so. Well, maybe not too big. I still got an actual job that I have to take care of every now and then. Okay, some other updates just before we hop into the channel here. Before I left for Dice Tower West, I did get some games arrive to me. Just as I was walking out the door, I posted them in the Discord channel and on my social medias. 3 Ring Circus from Devere showed up. It's something that I've been really wanting to check out for a while now. Age of Innovation, the next iteration in the Terra Mystica lineup of games. And, oh gosh, there was another one. Oh gosh, if I just stand up and look over across the way. Oh, the Age of Comics, the Golden Age. Running a comic book store and comic publishing. That one looks really interesting, so I thought I'd decide to check that one out as well. All right, folks, let's hop right into it. Let's get the top-down camera ready, and let's take a look at Ashes Reborn, the Blight of Neverset, Phoenixborn and Chimera expansion decks. This one is all focused. So we had the Corpse of Viros. That was the first thing came out, and that one wanted to do the oh gosh, I'm forgetting their names. What's the names of that one? That was the oh gosh, why can't I think of the name? It's not Charm. No, Charm is the one I'm doing right now. Not Illusion. It's the red goat head one. What do they call it? Vincent, help me out. What do they call that? My goodness gracious. Ceremonial. Thank you. Thank you very much. Why could I not remember that name for the life of me? They had that, and then in the Frostwild Scourge expansion, that was the Nature dice, and in the Blight of Neverset, they are focusing in on the Charm dice, which, if you watch the latest couple videos on Ashes Reborn on the channel, is that I was kind of preparing myself for some Charm magic, playing some of these decks that require. I played Saria and I played Leo on the channel there. So perhaps tonight I may try looking at either Mayoni or Astria. Not really sure which one just yet. But those are the 4 Phoenixborn that come inside of this expansion set. And then we've got the Blight of Neverset Chimera themselves. And they have 2 more aspects that come with it. They have the Thorn aspect deck and the Bloom aspect deck. And I think Thorn is kind of like what you would think it is. It's kind of it's prickly, it is annoying, and it's going to deal some damage to you. Whereas the Bloom aspect, I believe, is a little bit not as aggressive, but kind of more like overwhelming, trying to overwhelm you with different units across their board and your board, and just kind of being also annoying at the fact as well. So I think tonight then for tonight's stream, I'm just gonna be taking a look at the new player cards, the new player card deck that comes in the Blight of Neverset for people to use as a pre-constructed deck, or you can just use their cards in your deck building pool as well. So the only thing that I am kind of always disappointed in, and I don't know why they don't do this for this pre-con deck or these pre-con decks, is, and I might have to just gonna go over here and look this up here, because I don't know what an appropriate, since this is the first time that I'm seeing these cards, and some people may be on, but what are the first 5 cards that would be recommended for us to play with? So I'm going to just hop on over to ashes.live. That's kind of like the deck building. That's the deck building thing for Ashes Reborn. And I'm just going to kind of do and let's just see if they actually have these on there. And they do. They do have the suggested first 5. Now, is this for a specific person? Who am I going to look at? Maybe I'll try Astria. And for Astria, they are recommending me pull out. Okay, I'll make that my. I'm gonna try Astria tonight. Oh, and Tyler says yeah, I've started to just test stuff out with starting cards with the pre-con decks. It's the best way. It's the best way to do that. And I might have to do with those first 5 being there. Okay, so looks like we've got the I'm going to have to find Chimera Charmer. We're going to have a copy of Farewell. And I'm going to explain exactly what these cards do in a little bit here. A copy of, they're asking for a copy of Snake Bite. What, did I go past you here? There you go. There's Snake Bite. And then a summon Bastion Badger and a summon Shimmerwing. And I think those are in that. So there we go. Those would be my first 5 cards. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about Ashes Reborn is that you get to choose. You don't, it's not the fate of the cards, the heart of the cards on what your starting draw is. You get to pick your starting 5 cards, and then you're left up to the deck's mercy there. Okay. I'll just set that to the side right now, right there. And my next thing is I'm going to have to choose one of the 2 aspects for we'll play against tonight. Let's go with odds. I'm going to play against Bloom. Evens, I'm going to play against Thorn. And that's a number 10, so that's an even. So we will play against the Thorn aspect tonight. So I'll make sure I give that a little bit of a shuffle here. And then I'll get the whole play area organized for us, and we'll talk through some cards. Vincent here is saying, unlike the 2 previous Red Rains boxes, the first 5 are the same for the 4 Phoenixborn. I'm just saying they should probably insert that information in the actual box rather than having us go check out ashes.live, because they actually have no mention. Do they even mention it on here? They don't mention it on the box to go to ashes.live. Perhaps you wander your way over to plaidhatgames.com, and then you might be able to find ashes.live at that some point. But I think they should just do or even just on the back of the box here where they're listing the cards that are in those player decks, maybe just bold them a little bit and tell us that those are the first 5 for it, or even just give us a card. There's so many cards, or just give us another card that have them. I wish they would label the new Phoenixborn cards with a logo or something to indicate which set they came from. The Phoenixborns, though, the only thing that's really different between this Astria Phoenixborn card and the other Astria is just the flavor text down at the bottom of the card here. Otherwise, yeah, and you know what, having a little bit of, I'm still shuffling that way. That and the expansion decks don't include something to help indicate what the first five should be. Vincent here said the master set is the only product with a list into the box. Right. Not ideal for newer or inexperienced players. The FAQ is the official place to find first 5 lists. And again, that's just something that I don't think if you're just coming into this game and you don't know anything about Ashes Reborn, I guess Tyler can attest to this because he's a brand new Ashes player himself. Having that information kind of not readily accessible makes them actually have to go out and check it and actually go check it out. And for some people that could actually be frustrating and maybe turn them off the experience. If I can't just open up the box and then just start playing it right away here and I have questions, not ideal. Not the most ideal thing here. Okay, I'm just continuing just to kind of shuffle up these cards a little bit because they are brand new right out of the shrink right before the stream here. Okay, and Blight of Neverset. So we're looking for a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 2. Here. There you go, just like that. Okay. And then I'll put their drop. Ooh, where's my... Ooh, I need the fatigue card just in case. Here. There it is. Fatigued. I kind of have just all my... I just have my Chimera stuff. I don't know if the Blight's actually going to fit into this little die. I just have all my Chimera stuff just in this kind of this little tiny deck box that I have here. But that's not going to hold everything for very long. Okay, and then the rest of that deck goes on top there. Sure, let's start organizing our play area here. Here's my conjuration pile. Again, here's going to be my first 5. Just kind of put them right there. Let's take a look at Astria themselves. They have a battlefield of 4, a spell board of 4. Have the ability Beguile as a main action and exhaustion, plus 1 basic. I can place 1 exhaustion token on a target unexhausted unit. Really handy for actually just like, you want to attack some things, but you want to take some of that. You don't want them to be able to counter you. That's a nice, lovely ability here. And I'm going to be playing with Astria's 3 new Phoenixborn specific cards, because this is only a 27 card deck that they give you. And so you have to insert 3 more cards into that deck. And so I'm going to use these Phoenixborns. And she's got the action spell Judgment. It's got the action spell Judgment, which is for a main and a side, 2 basics, and discard a card. A big, massive cost, but destroy all units. Destroy everything. That's not just the Phoenix. That's not just the Chimera side. That is destroying your stuff as well. So, pretty powerful card. Pretty powerful board wipe. Very expensive to do, but if I have this in my hand and I don't have very many units in play, or even no units in play, and they've been all revealed, bam, that's just board wipe right there. So possibly something nice to have. And that is not starting as part of my first 5 in this case. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Tyler says it's obviously not deterring him, but yeah, it could do so for others. So, and I don't think that's feedback that I've actually now that I'm talking about it like out loud right now, I got to remember this thought and remember this spot of the stream here, because maybe I'll mention that to Nick and Nikki. Nick is the lead developer and the main workhorse around Ashes Reborn right now, and maybe they could actually do something to help it out. Tyler says I bought another binder in prep of needing another one for additional content. The binder that I use, it's a 3-inch D-ring binder, so right now it holds plenty and it has plenty of room for more. And he says, I think 1 should be more than enough for the remaining content, since I still have 54 plus slots left in my current binder. That's awesome. And I've put the same of each card in 1 slot, unless there are 6 plus conjurations of one kind, then they will go into... Yeah, and you see, I haven't put the Chimera stuff into a binder yet. Like right now, I said, like, I have all of the Chimera stuff in this deck box. And I think there's enough room in this deck box currently for the current. So I have 3 Chimeras in this. I'm just going to maybe that's the way that I might just keep going with this, is that I'll just put Chimera stuff inside of these deck boxes. Maybe I might get a more thematic deck box, or maybe as more and more of these, that red, where is it now? It's over here. Ugh. For red rains, maybe I'll just use this red deck box to host. I can just take out that little bit of it, that little insert here, and I can host my cards inside my Chimera stuff inside of this deck box. Okay, I'm thinking we are pretty darn close to getting going. Community did mention the absence of first 5 way back, but with a lot of new players with Red Reigns, could be a good idea to bring the subject back. Yeah, and it's easy enough to do too, as just a mention, just have a card. Maybe it has a QR code on it to go to the Plaid Hat website with the FAQ on it. Like, simply, it could just be something a little bit simple as that, to say, hey, check out the latest FAQ on Ashes for your first 5 content here. And then you can, like, if they're wanting to keep costs down, like these packagings are not very, it's not very much, and it's packed full with the cards. Okay, here we go. Okay, got my player deck all ready to go right there, and I got my first 5 here. Let's go with let's start things around here. Okay, I'm first player here. We always start as first player. Let's round things up. I am definitely not on the right screen here, so there we go. Okay, I'm getting my mouse out of the way here. Okay, what did I get here? Hearts. Lots and lots of hearts. Well, that's actually all right. Lots of hearts is not bad. A few basics and 1 power. So a bazillion class, 6 classes, 3 basics, 1 power side. Reminding of us of the dice powers here. We are doing Charm Magic tonight, and Charm Magic, their dice power, the power effect says, place this die on a target unit an opponent controls without a charm die on it. While this die is on that unit, its attack value is reduced by 1. Place this die in your exhausted pool at the end of the round. And from what I gathered just from my quick peek around with this new player deck that comes in this expansion has effects that, trigger with having charm die, or even having spent charm dice, putting them onto units type thing. So really kind of exciting to see what this is. So again, this is my first time playing. I only just opened this just before the stream. I don't know any of these particular card effects. I have actually no idea what to plan for and what's coming out my way. But we should have a lot. We should have a lot of fun here. Tyler here is saying, yeah, I have all of my Chimera cards in the binder currently, though I do have different heroic levels slotted individually, and directly with them I can have a little bit more weight. Nice dice referencing. Yeah, thank you. It's kind of like an idea that I got from oh gosh, now what's that YouTube channel called? It's escaping me. The Co-op Guild. The Co-op Guild had some sort of these nice little sliding effects that I looked up and saw how I could actually do that as well. And before I get going here, I totally forget that. Oh gosh, is that you? I don't even have a program for the screen. Never mind. Thank you to Amazing Stories, my local game store here that sponsors the streams now on. Okay, let's take a look at what my first 5 is, and then we'll take a look at the Blight of Neverset. So the first things that I have here is I got a couple ready spells here. I got a couple summon spells. This one is Shimmerwing, summoning the Shimmerwing. Takes 1 class, draw 1 card, and place a Shimmerwing conjuration onto your battlefield. And Shimmerwings, do I have them here? Where are they? They are right here. This is what a Shimmering is. Shimmerwing is. It's a 0 attack, 2 life. It's got the ability of a main action, 1 basic die, discard this unit and another Shimmerwing you control to place a Eternity Flame conjuration onto your battlefield. So you can get a couple of these folks out. And yes, Vincent, they do look so good. The art on these cards they've outdone themselves once again. So you can get a couple of these out to hopefully bring out a bigger beast, which is referred to as the Eternity Flame right here, which is a 3 attack, 3 life unit. When this unit comes into play, you may destroy a target unit an opponent controls with a charm die on it. If you do, deal 2 damage to that opponent's target Phoenixborn. So it's actually quite a big deal that they actually come out. So that might be something we're going to look at trying to get into the board. We have a summon Bastion Badger for a class and a basic. Place a Bastion Badger Conjuration onto your battlefield. Then you may raise 1 charm die, charm class die in your active pool 1 level. 1 charm class die. So the middle level, and you can raise it to a power level. And let's take a look at what those Bastion Badgers are actually going to do. There he is, Bastion Badger here. It's got the unit guard ability on it. So this unit may guard a unit that is being attacked. Exploit 2. While this unit is in battle with a unit with a charm die on it, the attack value of this unit is increased by 2. So notice that it was a 1 attack, 3 life. It could actually become a 3 attack, 3 life if the unit is battling has a charm die on it. So we're incentivized to get those charm dice onto our opponent's stuff here. Tyler says, I think the Prism Tetra art is currently my favorite based on ones that I've been playing with so far. Prism Tetras are very nice in the, then that is the Tristan Darkwater. One of my favorite precon decks, actually. And every one of those being a different color is the chef's kiss. Exactly. Okay. A couple of the other things we have in our possession here is for a side action and 1 power die. 1 charm power here. We got Snake Bite, which is a ready spell. When the spell comes into play, you may choose a charm die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. And then for a main action and exhaustion, you may deal 1 damage to a target with a charm die on it. Focused ability, you may instead deal 1 damage to a Phoenixborn whose owner has no cards in their draw pile. Seems pretty interesting. Farewell is a action card for a main and a side. X amount of class dice. Discard a target unit an opponent controls with a life value of X. If you do, discard X cards off the top of that target opponent's draw pile. Really cool and powerful card. I actually really like the design of that particular card. We're gonna let's make use of that. And then we have an ally that we can bring onto the field, which is the Chimera Charmer here. For a main action and 1 of each of the levels of the die, power class and basic. Subdue, it's a 2 attack, 4 life, recover 2 as well. Actually, I never noticed the recover on that one. Subdue, whenever this unit comes into play, you may choose a charm die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. And then, what does that say? Imbued? This unit's attack value is increased by 1 for each unit an opponent controls with a charm die on it. Wow, so we are very much incentivized to get those charm dice onto my opponent's cards. Alrighty, folks, let's pitter patter and let's get at her. What is going to be my first turn of the game here? Well, I think I do want to. Sure, let's start getting some of these folks out here just to kind of build up my board a little bit here. So I'm going to put down a summon Bastion Badger as a main action here, and says when this plays a it's when that comes in. It's not when I play that card. It's when I actually activate it. There, and then as a side, I don't think I'm going to do I want to do a side action? Do I want to meditate? Don't think I'm going to meditate currently, because there's a way of actually getting my exhausted dice into play onto those cards. So I'm not going to actually do that right now. So I'll put down Summon Bastion Badger, and that will be my turn. Let's do the Chimera here, which we will roll. So we rolled a basic and we rolled a 4. Let's take a look at the behavior chart here for the Blight of Neverset here. And it looks like that a 4 says attack if able. That's not happening this time around. So we are just going to reveal the first aspect card here. And the first aspect card is going to be Vine Whip. Vine Whip here says when this unit comes into play, attach a bleed conjuration alteration spell to the opposing player's target leftmost unit. I don't have any units in play, so there is not that is actually not going to attach. Now, bleed is a conjuration alteration spell that I will take a look at, even though it's not getting put on anything currently. Bleed is this unit has the following ability. At the end of your turn, place 1 wound token on this unit. Notice as it says at the end of your turn, not at the end of the round. So you actually bleed out, or your units actually bleed out after every turn. And I don't think there's actually, I'm taking a look at this here. Yeah, there's actually no way of, there is actually no removal of this conjured alteration spell. It just says at the end of your turn, place 1. So it's that unit's just gonna kind of bleed out until it's actually gone. Maybe it's actually good that came out first, and there's nothing that I can actually attach it to at this time. Okay, so that is that. So let's take a look at my next turn here, and that one has an attack 2, life 1. Okay. Let's go with so maybe I will just I'm just gonna put down Summon Shimmer Wing here. And yeah, that'll be my turn here. Just I want to see what I'm gonna have to deal with here. No side actions once again. So we'll roll for the Chimera. That is a base. Oh, sorry, that's a Red Rains. Sorry. And then we rolled a 1. And ones on this, it says 1 through 3, we just reveal. And we've got Overgrowth here. Overgrowth of 1 here. It says after this aspect or an adjacent aspect destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to that opponent target Phoenixborn. And it's got an attack of 4, life of 3. Ugh, that seems really, really nasty. Really nasty. Well, do you know how we deal with that like right away? Do you know how we deal with that right? Do I deal with it right away? Why not? This is a learning game. Tyler says, yeah. And wait, I didn't mention, when did you sneak in here? Mike, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. He says they need a Kickstarter for this neoprene mat, Corpse of Viros dice tower, alloy dice, acrylic tokens, custom sleeves, travel case. Is what he is going for. I reached out to Plaid Hat Games. For the, I have an now I have to actually make this come to fruition. I'm not a graphic designer by all means, but I do have an idea for a playmat for Red Rains play. And it is a double-sided mat. There's a solo play, and then there is the two-person play. So it's kind of like double-sided. I had this idea, and I actually reached out to Plaid Hat Games asking them, do they have an idea? Do they have a plan for a playmat for Ashes Reborn Red Rains? And they literally said, no, we do not have any plans to release a playmat for the Red Rains. And I had mentioned to them that I have an idea if we wanted to work together. I have not heard back from them, but I do have an idea. I do have an idea of what it would be to have a playmat here. Vincent here saying, I totally agree with Mike. We need more accessories. Well, I'm saying, Mr. Rau keeps producing more content, hyping up the game, getting people involved in the game. More people are going to buy the game. There are more people that buy the game. They're going to support this game. I will say that I've looked for a mat for this. It would be nice, but my wallet wouldn't appreciate it. Well, if I actually get off my high horse and I actually learn some graphic design, maybe I can make a custom file, maybe with Plaid Hat Games permission, and maybe it could be some sort of like print on demand type thing. Think of, if you've seen the Marvel Champions playmats that they released early on in that game, kind of think of that aspect where there's actually areas for the decks of cards and stuff like that, and then areas for you to actually play down your cards. I have an idea. I had ordered a copy of each of Team Covenant's Ashes game mats, but that was a snafu. So bummed. They looked awesome. Woohoo! It does slightly bug me that the Corpse of Viros Chimera board doesn't lay flat. That's just it. If you leave it out permanently just underneath some game boards, game boxes, it'll actually flatten out. Okay, back to gameplay here. We have a way of dealing with overgrowth here, and I don't know if that's the nastiest card we're going to see, but it does seem like it's pretty bad here. But how about we play Farewell here? It's going to be both my main and my side action, but all I have to do is spend 3 class dice. It says discard a target unit an opponent controls with a life value of X, with a life value of 3. If you do, discard X cards off the top of that target. Oh, wait, I thought this was dealing damage. Oh, yeah, discard. Yeah. Discard a target unit an opponent controls with a life value of X, so I will discard. I will discard this, and if I do, discard X cards off the top of the target's draw pile. So we will discard 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. But now if I'm I don't know if I'm discarding this. I don't think that I hit the Chimera for the blood value, because I'm actually not ooh gosh, Vincent, help. If I'm just discarding an aspect card, I don't actually evaluate its blood value, right? I'm pretty sure that's the way that works. Pretty sure. Oh, I do evaluate the blood value, so I still hit. Oh, wait, where's my blood? Where's my Chimera counter? Oh my gosh. Zoop. Just like that over here. Everything in aspect leaves, blah, blah, blah. It goes into it. Okay, perfect. Yep, so we will hit the Chimera for 2. And put it down just like that. Okay, perfect. Let's do every time an aspect leaves play equals blood. Blood! There we go. Love it. Okay, so we hit it for 2. That is both my main and my side actions. So that leaves play. These 3 dice are spent. Alrighty. Where am I putting that? Okay. Chimera's turn. Grab a dice. We've got a basic and a 10. Let's see what 10 does this time around. 10 and 11 as a side action. Their side action here, it says attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the opposing player's leftmost unit and then reveal. I still have no units in play, so bleed is still not happening just yet, but we do reveal the next card here, which, oh gosh, which is another overgrowth. Well, at least we dealt with one overgrowth. Now we have to deal with a second overgrowth. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's go with, maybe Bastion Badger is going to come into play now. I like that idea. So I am going to exhaust Summon Bastion Badger. I'm going to have to pay a class and a basic to do so. I'm going to place a Bastion Badger onto my battlefield. Just like that. And then you may raise one charm class die in your active pool 1 level. So I'll go you up to a power. And then Bastion Badger here. But when this exploit, when this unit is in battle with a unit with a charm die on it, the attack is increased by 2. Okay, so I kind of want to get you up. I want to kind of get you boosted a little bit. Okay, so that was my main action. Maybe my side action is to actually, maybe if I'm looking at my cards here. Yeah, maybe as a side action here, I'm actually going to put one of these charm power dice onto Overgrowth. So now it's actually got an attack of 3, but life of 3, but since it has power, if Bastion Badger attacks Overgrowth, Bastion Badger would actually have an attack of 3. So pretty much helping me being able to deal with that particular threat. Okay, seems like a good trade-off. So let's roll up for that Chimera here. And we've got a Red Rains and a 2, which is just reveal. And, ooh, this one looks really cool. Let's take a look here. Vampiric Roots. Look at that one. They knock it out of the park with the art in this game. They've knocked it out. Vampiric 2. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, remove 2 wound tokens from the Chimera. Oh, so the Chimera can heal themselves. If this one. That's another attack for life 3 unit. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, that is nasty, nasty. Nasty business. Okay. Well then. Okay, on to my turn, I guess. But I guess that wouldn't take into play, though, if they're exhausted, wouldn't it? Hey? Hey. So, I'm just trying to look at this one here. I'm just trying to keep in mind. I'm running out of dice. I'm running out of dice here, and I'm also running out of cards in my hand here. Let's take a look at what we can do with this one. When this unit comes into play, you may choose a charm die in your exhausted pool, resolve its dice power ability. That is really nice. That would actually be really handy. Ooh, gosh, let's see here. When this unit's attack is increased by 1 for each unit an opponent. Oh my gosh, that is actually really lovely. Let's do it this way thing. I think I will do. So as a main, what are you doing? What are you going to do to me? 2 attack to the unit game. Okay, I got it. Okay. Yeah, okay. So as a main action, I am going to spend a power, class, and basic die and bring out the Chimera Charmer. When this unit comes into play, you may choose a charm die in my exhausted pool here and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. And you know what? I am going to put it onto... That one's going to get... I'm going to do that and everything. I'm going to put it over... I'm just going to put it over here, just like that. And... yeah, that is its ability. And my side action is going to be... side action is I'm going to actually just meditate one of my summon Shimmer Wings, and I'm going to raise this to its power side. Okay. Oh, wait, nope. Don't have to roll dice anymore. The Blight's fully revealed, so now they are going to do their attacking. So Vine Whip over here, it says it's going to attack my rightmost unit. And my rightmost unit is my Chimera Charmer here. It does have a Vice, so that means its attack value is now down to 1. So it's going to attack. And you know what? I think I am just going to guard with Astria here. So I will guard with Astria. So she'll take 1 damage. She'll take 1 damage here. And that is that. They are now exhausted. Let's take our turns now. Choose a charm die in your exhaust pool. Resolve its dice power without paying its cost. That is so good. But I think, and it's a side act. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's a side action. I think as a main action, though, I am going to exhaust Astrid. Oh, wait. It requires a basic die. Shoot, I needed that, but okay. Overspend, I guess. I guess I didn't need to do that meditation. Wow. Pay attention. Pay attention to the things. And I am just going to exhaust a unexhausted unit, so I will just exhaust that one. That's the one I want exhausted. I don't actually want its ability to actually take into effect. Okay, that is my main action. And I have to spend that last dice. So this last card is actually not going to get played this particular turn, but that is okay. Oh, but then I'm not actually summoning any of my other units here. Interesting that was the first 5. Didn't get my Shimmer Wings out. Okay, I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. My next bit is going to happen here is the Overgrowth is going to attack. It's attacking straight up. It's attacking my Phoenixborn. And I guess I have the choice... and battle with a unit with a charm. Do you know what? Let's guard. I will guard block. Can't remember the terminology. I never remember the terminologies here. This guy, they're attacking the Phoenixborn. I'm going to say, nope, you can't attack my Phoenixborn with that person. So I will just put this person in play. And yeah. So I am in battle with a unit with a charm die on it. So the value of this unit, the attack value of this unit is increased by 2. So it's a 3 versus 3 here. So guard equals unit. Okay, got it. And this one, so we're going to kind of like damage each other. It says after this aspect or an adjacent aspect destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to that targeting opponent's Phoenixborn. Okay, so they're going to deal damage to me. I'm going to deal damage back to them. We are going to both be out of, we're both going to leave play here. So that goes back to my summoning pile. They are going to be, that's another 2 blood to the Chimera. But it is 1 more damage onto my Phoenixborn after this one, because after this aspect destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking. They did do the attacking. Okay, so just like that. So guard also allows you to counter. Yes. Yep. When you guard a block, you must. That's right. That's right. You must counter when you do the guard action. Okay, so now it's on to my turn here, and I've got no dice left, but I do have things that I can do. I see that this unit is exhausted in this case, so I am then just going to attack. I will attack the Vampiric Roots with my Chimera Charmer, and we are praying that the Chimera doesn't guard. Oh, that's a 9. 9 and above, the Chimera guards. So this unit's attack value is increased by 1 for each unit with an opponent with a charm. So it's actually a 3 attack. So that's actually 3 damage to the Chimera. And I am now exhausted. Oh, shoot. That was really bad. The only time you may counter is when your unit is getting targeted. Yeah. Yeah, well, luckily we got Vincent. Vincent's got a lot of these things. And Tyler says, for some reason, countering is still a fizzy area. Obviously, you can't guard when tapped or exhausted, though, if I remember correctly. The only time you may counter is when your unit is actually being targeted. Yes, exhausted units, you can do nothing. Think about it. If they're exhausted, they're exhausted. They are not going to be doing anything. Oh, not getting rid of that aspect this round, that's a killer. That's a killer. Okay, they're exhausted, so they're not doing anything back to me. Oops, I guess I can take off that chat. And I've got no dice left, so I guess I am also at a pass here. So for the end of round, which is the only part of this, one of the only parts of this game at this point, I can never remember the order of resolution here. Okay, we can recover anything. So if your units can do it, nothing. We will remove exhaustion tokens off of our units. And Phoenixborn here. I can rotate Astria back up one. We can exhaust any. Oh, this dice is going to come out at the end of the round. We can exhaust any dice. We spent all of our dice this time around. Place red range tokens. Oh my gosh, there is 2. Count them up. 2 red range tokens get placed on my Blight of Neverset because I still got 2 aspects left in play. Replenish aspects. The threat level of this Chimera is 4, so I'll have to put in 2 more aspects into place so that I have a total of 4 here. Do that. Kind of straighten it out a little bit later. And replenish status. We don't have anything that had status effects, so we are good with that. Resolve any end of round effects. I don't think we have any end of round effects, so we will pass the first player token over to the Chimera. And away we go with rolling of our dice and discarding cards and drawing some fresh ones. Okay, so where's my dice here? Where's my dice pool? Anything? Bueller, 1 power, a bunch of classic. This roll seems eerily familiar. But this time with 7 class, 2 basics, and 1 power. I'm thinking that this card is going to be handy for me at some point in time, so I am going to keep it in my hand, and I will draw a fresh 4. 2, 3, 4. So I draw back up to 5. And let's see what we end up hearing. So I get a second snake bite. So I got 2 snake bite ready spells now. They're expensive to come out. Another summon Bastion Badger. I got a new ally. I'm going to play here. We've got the Rose Gardener. Main action basic. Prune 1. When this unit comes into play, you may remove 1 status token from a target unit or spell. And then as a side action, change 1 charm die in your active pool to a side of your choice. Oh, okay. That seems pretty nice. And then we've got Dealer's... Hey, how fitting. I was just in Vegas. Dealer's Choice. Side action in a class. Choose 2 cards a target opponent controls, at least one of which must be a unit. If you do, that opponent must place 1 exhaustion token on one of the chosen cards. That is kind of really nice to have as well. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing chat-wise here? Mixing block and guard and countering and not countering is a classic spot to get tripped up. Classic. That's a lot of class. Cultivate is nice. That I actually agree. Ryan's a classy guy. I guess so. I guess some days are better. Some days are better than others. The art in this reminds me of Final Fantasy 14 for some reason. Never played Final Fantasy 14. I think the last Final Fantasy I ever played was 9. Was it 9? Maybe. I don't know. It was been a long time since I played a Final Fantasy game. Long time. Okay. Looks like Chimera is going first this time. And boy, oh boy, I think we're in for a world of hurt here. Red Rains. That's not nice. And a 10. What was 10 again? Attach a bleed conjuration spell to the opponent target's leftmost unit. So, okay, so Chimera Charmer, you're bleeding. You're bleeding now. At the end of your turn, place a wound token on this unit. Ouch. And then I have to reveal, which we are going to be... Oh, gosh. Did I really... I thought I was shuffling these so pretty good. So let's do it here. So it says Overgrowth. After this aspect... Okay, so this is another one of those Overgrowth cards. We've seen that already. Okay. Yeah, attach a Bleed Conjuration. Gosh, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. All right. On to us. On to us. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to do Badger again. I think I'm going to do Badger. Do we do that? Do we do Summon Shimmerwing to try to get out one of those big units? One of those big folks? Oh, but the only fact is that this will be exhausted, and I need a second one in order to get a second, to really get those going really fast here. I think I will. I think I'm going to get out, unless if I want to do the move one status token. I don't need status tokens. Or at least I haven't found any. We haven't come across any of the aspects yet that have status tokens on them yet. Those might be coming to us. Let's try. Let's do. Sure. I'm going to get a Badger out here. So for a class and a basic, I will bring in one of those Badgers. It's probably one of the top ones here. Yep, there we go. Bring out a Badger, and then you may raise one class die in charm class die in your active pool 1 level. So it's going to come to the power side. Side action. Maybe I do. Yeah, you know what? Maybe as a side action, I will put in a ready spell with one of my power dice. It says, when this spell comes into play, you may choose a charm die in your exhausted pool. Resolve its dice power without paying its cost. Let's do that one again. Okay, and that is going to be that whoop, gosh, that's going to be that much. So let's see what Chimera is doing against us. Oh, I get, whoa, at the end of my turn, Charmer takes the damage. There we go. And a number 4. 4 is, attack if able. They can attack. They can attack my leftmost unit for 2. They can attack my leftmost? Yeah, my leftmost unit. Sorry, the glare for me is coming off here. Sorry, my rightmost. It's going to attack my rightmost unit. Okay, so they're going to come and attack the Badger. And you know what? They can attack the Badger for 2. It's got a life of 3, so sure, I'm not going to counter it because it doesn't have a... Well, I guess it does have a life of 1, but I kind of want them to kind of take out the bigger guys a little bit. So I'll let them take the damage here, and I am not going to... I'm not going to counter. I'm not going to counter that because... Yeah, I got bigger plans for the Badger. I gotta wait a minute. Here we go. Looking into the Astria's deck, and wow, Judgment is a powerful, unique card for her. Yep. Yes, it is. And what? I thought it was end of the round. Bleed is so much worse than I thought. Yeah, it's at the end. It says at the end of your turn, place a wound token on this unit. So every turn, it's just gonna bleed. It's just gonna slowly bleed out. So yeah, it's just bad. It's nasty. It's nasty is what it is. So I got to make use of them. I really got to make use of them before they go away here. And since it's actually going to do that, it's actually just going to do that over and over and over again. I may as well make use of it. Yeah, I actually, you know what? I think I might actually make use of this round here. One of those chosen cards. Actually, dealer's choice actually might not be bad for us right now. That actually not, you know what? Actually might not be bad. Let's just take a look here. So as a side action, I can pay a class, and it says choose 2 cards an opponent controls. At least one of them must be a unit. If you do, that opponent must place 1 exhaustion token on one of the chosen cards. So as a side action and a class, I'm going to play Dealer's Choice. I'm going to choose these 2 cards here. And since the Chimera can't actually make a choice for themselves, we actually get to make that choice for them. We will choose Vampiric Roots. Makes sense? There we go. So that was the side action. So then my main action, well, why not? My main action is I'm going to just use my Chimera Charmer. My main action is I'm just going to use my Chimera Charmer, and I'm going to attack Vampiric Roots. Let's just hope that the Chimera doesn't guard. And that's a 4, so the Chimera does not guard against this attack. That is going to be 3 because of Imbued. This unit's attack value is increased by 1 for each unit an opponent controls with a charm die on it. So it is an attack of 3. That is a life of 3. So they are done for. So that dice is going to come back. And since it was exhausted, it is not going to counter against me. And that is 2 more. That's 2 more blood against the Chimera. There we go. Okay, and that is the end of my turn. That is another damage onto the Chimera Charmer. And we are on to the Chimera's turn here, which is going to be a basic and a 12. Ooh, what's the 12? The 12. The 12. Place a Scarlet Seed Conjured Aspect onto this battlefield. If you cannot, place 1 Red Rains token on the Chimera. And then as a main action, reveal. So this is the first time we get to see this. The Scarlet Seed Conjured Alteration. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit. Then, if there are no status tokens on this unit, discard it to place 1 Red Rains token onto the Chimera. Okay, so that's going to go into play. That's just bad. That's just nasty. Let's just move things over here just a slight tad bit. Even my countdown. So that comes into play, and I also have to reveal. Let's take a look at what the reveal is, and oh gosh, come on. Just seems like it's coming at me left, right, and center here. It's another Vampiric Roots. Alrighty then, let's take a look at what is going to happen here. So now it's my turn. Chimera Charmer is exhausted because we used it to do things. Bastion Badger is only really effective if we get charm power dice onto things. Oh, I guess I should have put some status tokens onto that. Chimera turn, remove 1. Then if there are no status tokens on this unit, discard it to place 1 red. So it's just kind of this is just kind of a countdown unless if we deal with it, it's a countdown until it is it's a countdown. Let's just put it that way. It's a countdown. Okay. Well, I could get another Bastion Badger out if I actually just... that might actually be something for us. But let's try a basic here. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, that could actually be something that we could probably deal with. Okay, as a side action. Oh, sorry. You are saying something to me. It says, I read Dealer's Choice, and if you ever play another copy, you could choose the ultimate card as one of the two and put an exhaustion token on it. Oh, wait a minute. Was I just choose two cards and opponent? Oh my gosh. Read deeper into these. This is why you're in here, Vincent, helping me out here. It just, it says two cards. It just, one of the two cards that you choose has to be a unit. But correct, I could actually choose the ultimate ready spell and therefore put an exhaustion on it, which means I could raise the level on it up by 1 so that I don't trigger that Red Rains effect. Ooh, pro tip, big brain move right there. Love it. Okay, what was I going to do again? Oh, yes. As a side action and a power die, I'm going to put in a second Snake Bite into my ready spell slot here. And then it says, when this spell comes into play, you may choose a charm die in my exhausted pool, resolve its dice power. And you know what? I think I will put it on to who's attacking next. It's either Overgrowth or Vampiric. Overgrowth is attacking next, so I will put it on them. And then I'm thinking as my main action. Since it's focused. Oh, there are cards. So, okay. But I can deal 1 damage to a target unit with a charm die on it. That seems okay. I'll exhaust 1 Snake Bite. I can just... It's not even a focused ability. That's just always ability. Deal 1 damage to a target unit with a charm die on it. Okay, so I'll deal 1 damage to Overgrowth as my main action. Is that the best? No, that's probably not the best main action that I could probably do. Let's take a look here. They're going to come. They're going to do their thing. When this unit destroys a unit... Okay. That was my side action. You know what? No. I'm going to do my main action. And a basic die. I'm going to do Estria's ability here. And I am going to exhaust Vampiric Roots. I think that's what it's going to be. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I did the side action, did the main action. We are good. This is going to get damaged one more time here. And let's go with so now it is the damage there. It's the start of their turn. So this is their 1 status token is going to come off Scarlet Seed here. And we are going to, looks like they are all good. So now they are going to start attacking us. They're going to start attacking us here. They are going to attack my Phoenixborn for 3, since it has a charm die on it. It's going to attack for 3. Oh, I probably should have had that charm die. Oh, well, I have to deal with it. I have to deal with that card anyways at some point in time. So, yeah, do you know what? I can actually, since this is probably going to be a way, they're attacking Astria for 3, but I will guard with Bastion Badger since it has a charm die on it. They're gonna swap values here. Boom, boom. And this one has the ability of after this aspect or an adjacent aspect destroys an opponent unit opponent controls, deal 1 damage to that target Phoenixborn. So Astria is gonna take another 1 damage. But Bastion Badger is gonna get destroyed, but so is Overgrowth here is gonna get destroyed. And that is another 2 blood against the Chimera. Okay, I think that was okay. So it's on to our turn here. And I think as my main action and one dice here, I am going to bring in the Rose Gardener. And let's see here. What should I do with that? That was my main action. Do I do the side action? Change 1. Oh, wait, it's not even an exhaust ability. It's just as a side action. I can change 1 charm die in your active pool to a side of your choice. Sure. Yeah, why not? There's no harm in not doing that. And that is my turn. It's going to be the Chimera's turn, so that another token is going to come on. Oh, sorry, and then Chimera Charmer is done for. That is their 4th damage to them, so they have bled out. And that is that. They're not coming back for a bit. Okay. Next is going to be the Chimera there. They are going to attack. Well, really, they don't really. It doesn't say who they're going to really attack. It just says it's conjured. So they're going to attack for a 0, essentially. Even though it doesn't really get exhausted, that ability is still going to trigger no matter what. So I guess it is on to my turn, and I'm going to definitely have to deal with that. I do not want that to pop off right now against me. So what I am going to do then is we will attack the Scarlet Seed and just pray that the Chimera does not guard this, because I don't want that ultimate to trigger. That is an 11, so the Chimera does guard against that. So we hit the Chimera for 1 on that one. And Rose Gardener is now exhausted. Side actions. Do I have any side actions that I can do? Not really. Not really. So I guess it's on to the Chimera's turn. The Chimera's turn is going to be a decently sized turn because this is the last status token to come off of Scarlet Seed, and it is going to pop. Remove 1 status. If there's no status tokens on this unit, discard it to place a Red Rains token on the Chimera. Boom, just like that. And that is 3 Red Rains tokens on the Chimera, so we have to execute its ultimate. Let's read this top down here. Placing Red Rains token on the Chimera. If there are Red Rains tokens equal to the greater than the Chimera's ultimate value, resolve the following. Remove all the Red Rains tokens equal to its ultimate value. Done. Discard all cards the Chimera's battlefield that it does not own. Does not come into play here. Attach a Bleed Conjured Alteration spell to the leftmost unit of each of the Chimera's opponents. Okay, so Rose Gardener is also going to bleed out. Add a face-down aspect card to each of the Chimera's battlefields. If it's currently the recovery phase, do this step after replenishing aspects. So we're getting another aspect coming into play. Remove this card and the top behavior card from the game. Yep. So this ultimate is resolved. He's gonna increase in behavior, and we are on our way. Ah, dang it. Okay, our turn. Our turn. Well, I'm thinking that as a main action, I'm going to get another Bastion Badger summon spell out there. And no side action. Rose Gardener is going to bleed 1, so they are now dead. That is kind of annoying. And yeah, that's my end of my turn. Now there is a face down aspect into play, so we do have to. Oh, yes. Oh no, we haven't triggered that hasn't triggered yet. Almost jinxed it. Boom. 12. Oh gosh. 12 is always the bad one. 12 is always the nasty one here. Place a Scarlet Seed conjured aspect onto the battlefield. If you cannot, place a red range token. Otherwise, and then reveal. So we will reveal this next aspect card here, which is another Vine Whip. When this unit comes into play, attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the opposing player's target leftmost unit. Wow, this Thorn aspect is really dealing lots and lots of damage here via bleeding. Okay, so that is going to be that part of the thingamajigger. So now I am going to have to start doing some things, and I think I have just enough dice here to maybe do something. Let's put a Bastion Badger onto the battlefield. So we will exhaust this. It's going to cost 2 dice, class and a basic. We'll put that Bastion Badger back into play here. You may raise 1 charm class die in your active pool by 1 level. Well, that's not that. And I guess we are done for our turn. This folk is going to attack my rightmost unit, which is my Bastion Badger. It's going to attack for 2. He's got a life of 3 already. Kind of want to keep him around just to kind of so Astria, I think Astria is going to block that, and so it's going to deal 2 to Astria, I guess. So boom, boom, there you go. So Astria's got 5 damage on her now. Yep. Okay, and then we are going to got it. Oh gosh, I forgot to put the tokens onto the Scarlet Seed when it came out. Okay, so now it's my turn. Oh wait, so the Scarlet Seed. So I actually should have said minus. Yeah, you're right, Vincent. It should be it should have been a -1 because I totally forgot those. Oh gosh, status tokens. Status tokens. Plus, this is going to get really nasty on me really fast again, I think. I think I'm going to do the Shimmering Wing here. So I'm going to do a main action. We're going to exhaust. Going to have to use my die here. And I'm going to draw. Oh, I get to draw a card. And then I'm going to place a Shimmering Wing onto my battlefield. Just like that. And that's only going to come into play if I can actually get 2 of them out there. Discard this unit and another. I need to actually get 2 of them out onto the battlefield. Then it is going to be they are well, what's Vincent saying? They are my enemy in PvE more than the Chimera card rolls. Yes. Status tokens, tracking status tokens is the worst. Okay, then I guess it's the Chimera's turn. They are going to go boop, like that, and then that is going to be it. Huh. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Because I probably, if I could have got a extra charm die out there, I just ran out of dice again. My dice management this game has been terrible. But let's take a let's take a look at which way is that Bastion Badger going to actually. Do I prevent the red rain token from being placed? I think anyways the ultimate's going to trigger again. Because if I kill the seed, that's okay. But then I'm going to have 3 aspects left in play, and that's going to give me 3 red rains tokens, and therefore trigger the ultimate. If I use Bastion Badger to kill him, the seed's going to pop off, put a red rains token, and at the end of the round, I'm going to have 2 reveals. So it's still going to give me, I'm still going to have 3 red rains tokens at the end of this bit. And yeah. So I don't think there's really a good way to do it. And Snakebite just says deal 1 damage to a target unit with a charm die on it. None of them have charm dice on them. So I kind of went into a it's better. It's better than 4. But yeah, but it's going to go away. It is going to go away. Oh gosh, right. How's this going to work again? Okay. Actually, you know what, Vincent? Killer roots. I can't take out the roots completely. It's got a life of 3. And Bastion Badger only has an attack of 1. It gets an attack of 3 if it had a charm dice on it. I just don't have any charm dice out there on the units right now. But I think Bastion Badger is just going to kill the seed. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I think I'm just going to do Bastion Badger, kill the seed. Oh, wait. Maybe kill the seed. Let's see what the Chimera does. Not going to guard. So Bastion Badger takes out the seed. Bastion Badger takes out the seed. Chimera is exhausted, so now it's on to me, but I don't have much else I can do at this point. So I think I am also at a pass. I think I'm at a pass here. So, okay. Let's just pass. Let's end this round. Let's put this out into misery. I feel like I'm not playing a great game tonight. Recover. None of these units have recover, so we'll just take off exhaustion tokens then. And Astria is going to come up. Let's do the exhaust dice. I spent all of my dice, put red rain tokens on. Oh gosh. 3 red rain tokens go on to the Blight of Neverset here, and that is going to trigger its ultimate. So here we go. Ultimate level 2, phase 2. Remove all red rain tokens. Attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the 2 rightmost units. What? Wait. Yeah, attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the 2 rightmost units of each of the Chimera's opponent. Okay, so each of these units are now bleeding. That's okay. Not. Add a face down aspect card to each of the Chimera's battlefields. If it's currently the recovery phase, do this step after replenishing aspects. Remove this card. Okay, so I just have to make sure that I add on an extra aspect this time around. Oof. So that ultimate's done. This behavior is done. We are now into Blight of Neverset, Ultimate 3. And the next step is to replenish aspects. So I have to do this. I add, so that goes up to 4. And then, so I am on to number, oh gosh, can I keep just kind of moving this over a little bit? Just because it had to put another, had to put a 5th one on there. Jeez. Whoa, boy. Don't want to move that. Want to move that one. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking too, Vincent. It says the Vine Whips is an entered play, and it's a relatively, so I guess that is going to be our small little window of light here. Replenish status cards, replenish status effects if need to. So that we don't have to do that. And then we are end of round and passing the first player marker to us. Oh boy. Okay. This card is actually, this card that's in my hand is actually going to stay there. So I will roll my dice, draw my card. Power. Class. Basic, class. Okay, so. Yay. Okay, there we go. Keeping that one in play here. 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards here. Let's take a look here. All righty. Well, good news. Maybe good news. We do have Judgment into our hand now. And we do know that our units are not going to really survive this bit. Oh, I guess I forgot to take off these exhaustion tokens. I guess my whole big thing is, do I let the Shimmering Wing die in this case, just so that I can wipe out all the units? So once these two are revealed, then we can Judgment Day our way out of this. Ooh, I do have a second, and I do have a second Shimmering Wing summon spell. So that, ooh, this, we might actually get out of this time. Oh, and then this is a new card, Arrogance. It's a reaction spell, so you may play this spell after you declare attackers. Choose an attacking unit for the remainder of this turn. The chosen unit cannot be blocked or guarded against by units with a charm die on them. Interesting. And then I did get another copy of Farewell, which we saw this turn. Okay, so let's, okay. Okay, well, let's get ourselves prepared here, because I think I might Judgment my way out of this. Okay, so main action is I will bring out Summon Shimmerwing, my second copy. And as a side action, as a side action, we might want to get ourselves prepared. So I'm actually going to meditate. I'm going to meditate 1. Oh gosh, meditate 1. We're going to take you to a power. I'm going to meditate 2. Oh gosh, there goes another Judgment. Hopefully I don't need to use more than 1 Judgment in this game. Give myself a few power dice here. Okay, now it is on to the Chimera's turn. Let's see what they're going to do. Basic and an 11. What's 11 this time around? Attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the opposing player's leftmost unit. And then reveal. Oh, wait, I forgot to do that at the end of my turn here. Bleed and bleed. So wait, can a unit have multiple bleeds on them? I'm assuming so. It says attach a bleed conjuration alteration spell to the opposing player's leftmost unit and then reveal. I'm assuming, because it doesn't say anything about there can only be 1 or anything like that. So double bleeding, I guess, on the Badger. That sucks. And we have to reveal this, which is Withering Rot. That doesn't sound very nice. It's another status token 1. It says at the start of Chimera's turn, remove the status token. If you do, The opposing player may discard one card of their choice from their hand. If they do not or cannot, deal 1 damage to their Phoenixborn. Ouch. That's nasty. That's not great. That's not great. So a couple status tokens on you. Alrighty then. Well, do you know what? I could actually probably, before Bastion Badger dies this turn, because I don't think that I'm actually going to be able to Judgment Withering Rot away before it does its thing. So why not? Yeah, why not? Let's do it this way. Because what does it say? The opposing player may discard 1 card of their choice from their hand, and if they do not or cannot, deal 1 damage to the target Phoenix. Just deals 1 damage. Oh, but then it's also going to stick around to it. Okay. So side action. So side action is I am going to put a Charm Die onto Withering Rot. And then as my main action is I'm going to attack Withering Rot with my Bastion Badger. Pray. It's not guarded. All good. It's not guarded. It's a 4. So I am going to deal 3 damage to Withering Rot. Withering Rot is only going to... It's actually... Withering Rot is only going to do 1 damage back to Bastion Badger. So like that. And these ones are gone. He is done for. 2 blood against the Chimera. And yeah, that is it for Bastion Badger. That is my turn. He's going to get 2 bleeds, so he is now done. He is done for again. And those bleeds are going to go back. And then Shimmering Wings is going to take 8 damage. That is its last one. So they are now done for. And it is on to the Chimeras. It's on to the Chimera's turn. Basic and a 4. And this time, 4s are going to be reveal and then attack with the revealed aspect, if able. So we're going to get, oh gosh. Okay, look at this one. Explosive Pods. It's going to come in with 3 status tokens. Start a turn, remove. Then if this is the last one, token deal 2 damage to all units the opposing player controls. Ouch. Nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. Okay. Well, folks, I think it's time. I think it's time to... Yep. I think it's time to, as a main and a side action, 2 basic dice and a card from my hand. A lot of this stuff. We will destroy all units. Destroy all units. Destroy all units. Getting... Oh, he says, you are. I never saw 4 rage dice stay there that long without triggering the ultimate. Yeah, I am a magician. Tyler says it's getting late here, so I'll have to finish watching tomorrow and get best of luck. Okay, thank you, Tyler, very much. And thank you again for providing me with the timestamps and staying there. It's very much appreciated. It really, really, really helped me the past little bit. Absolutely, Tyler. Take care. Have yourself a great evening. I know it is getting late out that way, but okay. So judgment is we're going to destroy all of these units, which is going to be, that's 1 blood, 2 blood, 3, 4 blood, 5 more blood, taking our Chimera down to 11. That is quite lovely. And so there are no aspects left in play, so leaving us to our own devices, I guess. Ooh, that's a, so I can pretty much just take turn after turn and turn and turn. He's Vincent's like, oh yeah, let's see what we can do now. Let's see what we can do now. Let's take a look here. Do I have enough stuff? Let's just start. I guess let's just start summoning things, I guess, right? Vincent says he wants to see one of the big things, so let's do that here. Let's do that. Let's do an exhaustion and a class. We'll bring out a shimmering wing. No side actions right now. So then back on to me, since the Chimera is really passing for the rest of their thing. I will exhaust, summon Shimmer Wing again, and a class. Oh, I get to draw a card each time that I do that. So I draw one card. Let's put another Shimmer Wing out there. Just like that. Then, I guess... Yeah, okay, so let's do that. Let's discard, as a main action, let's discard this and a die to summon a Eternity Flame onto our battlefield. That seems really quite cool. When this unit comes into play, you may destroy a target unit an opponent controls with a charm die on it. If you do, deal 2 damage to them. Oh... Guess that's the... Guess I could have waited, but let's just see what we can do here with this stuff. Or what I wanted to see the... Okay, let's just see here. Oh, I got another farewell, and I did get another dealer's choice. That seems okay. Not particularly for this round. So I guess, how much more do I have to do here? I guess I am going to spend a bunch of dice, a power, class, and a basic. Main action will bring out a Chimera Charmer. Comes into play, you may choose a charm die and put exhaust pool, put it on a resolve paying its cost. Yep. And then pass. So then it's on to me. So then it's I guess I will exhaust. I'll exhaust one of my snake bites. It says deal 1 damage to a target unit with a charm die on it, but I can focus since it's focused. I mean, instead deal 1 damage to a target Phoenixborn who's who has no cards in their draw pile. They do have cards in their draw pile, so that's really no effect. No effect on that one. So that's okay. That's okay. I guess I could at this point. I could just summon. Oh, I don't have enough dice. So I could summon a badger. Okay. Well, I think that's just pretty much going to be it then. Almost. If you do, must place it. Okay. So I guess I will attack the Chimera for 1, 2, 3. 5 damage is still 5 damage, taking him down to 6. Type thing. Like doing it that way. So, and then I guess I don't have anything else to do this turn. I got 2 farewells, which there's no units in play that I can do this for, and I do have a dealer's choice, but it's not really effect because that exhaustion token is going to come off at the end of this round anyway, so I'll keep them around. Okay, let's do the end of turns here again. We will recover. None of these units are damaged, so they're not going to recover, so we will take off exhaustion tokens off of things. We are going to place red rains. Hey, we don't have to place red rains this time. We will replenish the aspects for 4 of them. Ooh, a bunch of single bloods this time around. And a 2-blooder. There we go. Okay, and then we will replenish the aspects, replenish status tokens. We don't have to replenish status tokens this time around. I will keep that one. We'll keep that charm dice around, and I guess we are passing the player marker here over to them. There we go. Okay, so pretty standard roll here. Do I discard anything here? No, I'll just keep them. They seem to be okay. I think I'm setting myself up for a decent turn. I'm setting myself up for a decent turn here, I think. In your first turn after the Chimera turn. Yep, you're right, Vincent, here. So let's take the Chimera's first turn. There it is. Red Rains. So we will flip these back all to basics. And finally put that Red Rains token on there. And number 1 says attack if able. If not, reveal. So we just get to reveal this one. Ooh, Horrific Gaze. We haven't seen this one yet. The opposing player's Phoenixborn cannot guard, and it's considered to be exhausted. Wow, that's actually pretty handy for them. But let's see here. Can I can't do 6 damage to the Blight of Neverset. This on the fur. It won't. 6 damage should be possible in your first turn after the Chimera turn. This is 3. When this unit comes into play, you may choose a charm die in your exhaust. Oh, wait. This unit's attack value is increased by 1. You're right. Yeah, put the charm die onto them as a side action. So now he's an attack of 3. Boom. Attack Chimera. Because that one does. Yep, that's done. Attack Chimera for 3, for 6. And we have defeated the level 1 standard Chimera Astria. You have done it in round number 4. Woohoo. That is. Ooh. There were some nasty things. If it wasn't for Astria's judgment, like that card saved the day for me. That one saved the day. That's a pretty darn powerful card in Red Rains mode. It reflects it. It's got a massive cost to it. Though 2 basic, discard a card. I wonder if I'm not too completely familiar with the complete card pool for Ashes, like not super familiar with it. If that's kind of on par for a card of this effect, I guess I gotta look at something like maybe like, well, what's it? Is it Earthquake, or some of the other board wipe style cards? Yeah. But getting an Eternity Flame and a Chimera Charmer and at the end of the last round, that was huge. Well, the only reason I could do that is because I had actually Judgment, and I didn't have to worry about the Chimera's stuff anymore. That's really, really why I got to do that. Okay, get excited, folks, because we're gonna have more Ashes Reborn, Blight of Neverset stuff coming to the channel, relatively quickly. I really hope, because man, now we've got 3 Chimeras to choose from. We've got 6 aspects to choose from. We've got so many Phoenixborn to choose from that it's starting to become a really exciting time once again in Ashes Reborn Red Rains land. Can't wait to keep exploring this. I do have plans to take some of these decks through the deck building mode with the campaign modes and bumping up the difficulties of these things. I do have some plans on that as well. So, oh my goodness gracious, it's an exciting time to be an Ashes Reborn player, and it is a good time to get in on Ashes Reborn, just hop on over to Plaid Hat Games website. They have all the product there. Check out your local game stores to see if they have Ashes Reborn product in stock that you can maybe start off with that master set. If you want that solo mode, that PvE solo mode stuff, you definitely want to grab yourself the Corpse of Vyros expansion. Your Corpse of Vyros Red Rains expansion to get you the dice and the board. The board is kind of like superfluous at this point, but just kind of a way to hold some of the cards. But you do definitely want the Red Rains dice for your. And Vincent just says, I just need to play it more. Darn it. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Like, time is a valuable resource, and if you feel like your time is best spent in other areas, then it is. Like, board games is a nice thing when you get to them and gaming like this, but life is life. It's gonna be it's gonna be around. If you own it, it's gonna stick around for a while. Whoops! I guess I'm gonna take out those judgment cards out of my deck so I can organize my collection once again, but I'm going to keep that deck out there. And Vince is just going to live vicariously by watching me play it. Thank you very much, Vincent. And thank you everybody else that joined in on the stream today for watching my Dice Tower West recap, day number 1 recap. I will recap more of Dice Tower West next week. And watching me play some more Ashes. I'm probably got to plan on just playing some more Ashes as I kind of learn some of the games, some more games that I want to feature off on the channel here. But hey, I really, really enjoy playing this game and showing it off for Plaid Hat Games. Once again, thank you, Plaid Hat Games, for sending me a copy of the Blight of Neverset to show off. I'll look forward to more content coming out for it. All right, folks. I've been Ryan, Mista Rau Gaming, and you folks, make sure, if you haven't done it already, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and notification bell is there. Yes, Vincent, get yourself to bed. It's quite late. It's quite late out there out east, but hey, thank you again. Love your support for the channel. All right, folks, have yourselves a great evening, day, afternoon, whenever you decide to watch this, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, everybody. Oops, where is it now? There it is. Haha.